Hi, Happy New Year to all my 10 or so fans that I've got. I hope you've had a brilliant Christmas. As a Leicester City fan, I don't think that Christmas could have gone any better. So, yeah, let's hope it continues. Of course, we started with the game at QPR, and if you remember, I was originally sold a ticket in the away end for £30, and I took it back because there were £25 tickets on offer, and we'd already spent £32 to go to Brighton and £32.50 to go to Ipswich, and I thought it was out of order that the regular supporters, the ones that pre-ordered and go to all of the games, were being forced to have the more expensive tickets, especially with it coming up to Christmas. So I took my ticket back. For those of you that are interested, the view that I had in my cheap seat was as showing, hopefully. And then I made a note of the £30 ticket that I was originally sold, and the view from there was like this. Yeah, £5 more for that. So, cheers QPR. You really know how to treat the fans brilliantly there. And I'm just glad that we won, because it's not fair that you're giving fans two ticket prices when the views are essentially the same. I mean, I could understand if you wanted to charge more for the upper tier over a lower tier, or behind the goal compared to the side, or whatever. Give fans a choice of completely different viewing options, but don't charge £5 less to sit the other side of an aisle when the view's pretty much the same, because it's not right. Of course, the other thing about that game was the Loftus Rodent. We spotted him, I say to him, before he ran on the pitch, and I was just about to try and take a photo before he did, and to be honest, what the hell was he thinking? It's a criminal offence to enter the playing area when the game's in play. I mean, he's already going to be banned by QPR, probably for 3 matches at the very least, which is what clubs normally do. But he's got the prospect now of an actual banning order that's going to stop him from running onto any pitch, not just in London, but around the country. I mean, squirrel, what were you thinking? Christmas couldn't have gone any better. We got maximum points from our 2 home games, including Gary Taylor-Fletcher's goal against Bolton, and I was a little bit worried when he ran off to the side to celebrate that the referee might have wanted to have yellow carded him for time wasting, not realising that was actually a full-on sprint. You'll notice that this week I'm not wearing any colours, and this is in homage to the fans that have made the trip to Millwall over the Christmas holiday, and those fans that are making the trip to Stoke tomorrow, 2 grounds where it's not advisable to identify yourself as an away fan, because basically past experience has shown the fans not to be the most friendly and welcoming. And as it was at Millwall, after we scored the second goal, and then they pulled one back in their top tier to our left, there was a charge towards the Leicester City fans. I don't think that they actually thought that one through. Anyone who knows what the Den is like, it's a traditional old-fashioned stadium with 4 very separate stands. So not only was there a gap between in the corner between the Millwall fans and the Leicester fans, these fans were also in their upper tier. So what they were thinking, charging towards us, I don't know, because they just ran over and postulated and very intimidating. There's a line of stewards anyway. I mean, even the line of stewards, what let them run, let them run into the side wall and knock themselves out with their own stupidity. I mean, for crying out loud, these people that just don't think. And of course, after that display, and the fact as well that a fan had to be taken away because he ripped the flag off of the linesman's flag during the game as well. I mean, I honestly thought that we were going to be penned in for the usual hour and a half after the game, and we weren't. We were let straight out, straight into the thick of these intimidating Millwall fans who, to be quite frank, were just going home and they were miserable, because I think that has to be one of the poorest performances by a team I've seen. I'm really sorry, Millwall. Don't beat me up for it, but I wouldn't hold up much hope for you. I know it is tight down at the bottom, but I don't fancy your chances. But tomorrow is a chance to finally put the Stoke ghost to rest. We all remember our last visit to the Britannia Stadium, and it wasn't a very happy one. And the thing is with these poignant and upsetting games is that it's better to get the return done as soon as possible, rather than sitting on those bad memories for nearly 6 years, waiting just to go back and face it again. Like with the Watford game, it was good that we went to Vicarage Road quite quickly after it had happened, so that we could then put in a stunning performance and come away and have it totally erased. And now the playoff game doesn't exist outside of Watford. And the thing with the Stoke game as well, I mean, I'm sure Stoke City fans don't actually remember or give a toss what happened in 2008, but for us fans, it's just a chance to go back and to have that memory erased, hopefully with a win tomorrow. With we've got two extremes of players on either side, aren't we? We have Gary Taylor-Fletcher and they have Peter Crouch, so it's going to be quite a bit of a mismatch at either end of the pitch. But hopefully we can come away, we can get a win, and then everything will be right with the world again. So that's it from me this week. Hopefully when I next speak to you, it'll be more happiness and joy from Foxy Towers, and have a good weekend all.